think everybody's in place. First, I want to begin our press conference by saying thank you to all of the press that came out today to memorialize this historical moment. I'd also like to thank all of the statewide victim services organizations who work tirelessly every day to protect victims' rights and to serve crime victims. I want to thank them for being here today in support of Marsy's Law. And quickly, those organizations here today are Action Ohio, Asian American Community Services, Buckeye Region Anti-Violence Organization, Deaf Phoenix, Deaf World Against Violence Everywhere, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, Ohio Alliance to End Sexual Violence, Ohio Crime Victim Justice Center, Ohio Domestic Violence Network, Ohio Hispanic Coalition, Ohio Victim Witness Association, Parents of Murdered Children, and the Somali Community Association of Ohio. I want to thank you again for all of the work that you do to help crime victims and for your support of Marsy's Law. Thank you. So today we make history as we submit more than 560,000 signatures to the Secretary of State's office to put Marsy's Law on the ballot on November 7th. This fall, Ohio voters are going to have an opportunity to join other states from around the country enshrining equal rights for crime victims in Ohio's Constitution. As well, we have a few speakers with us here today. Today you're going to hear from Prosecutor Ron O'Brien, survivors Maria Bonvecchio, Danielle Moreland, and Darla Scafitti. But first, we have another very special guest here with us today. This is a person that has made Marsy's Law possible in Ohio and around the nation. Dr. Henry Nicholas. Dr. Nicholas was born in Cincinnati, and so I know the Buckeye State is very near and dear to his heart. Dr. Nicholas, please.
Thank you, Kathy. I want to thank you for being a leader in equal rights for crime victims in Ohio. And on behalf of all victims of crime, past, present, and future, you've done a fantastic job. And we're all blessed to have you here in the leadership position that you're in Ohio. And especially at the Ohio Crime Victims Justice Center and the role that you've taken for Marsy's Law for Ohio. Thank you very much. And I want to thank all of you of the great Ohio Victims Advocacy Organization standing with us today. We truly appreciate your support and leadership on this important cause. Today is a big day for crime victims and their families in Ohio. I stand here with enormous pride as we turn in about 565,000 signatures to the Secretary of State's office for validation, including signatures of supporters in all 88 Ohio counties. Over the past several months, the dedicated members of our Ohio team have been standing on sidewalks, at grocery stores, outside of malls, and have even gone door to door to talk to Ohioans about the importance of elevating crime victims' rights in the Ohio Constitution. I am grateful for all the support we've received. More than 500,000 Ohioans have signed their names to ensure that all voters will have the opportunities to pass Marsy's Law in November and give crime victims guaranteed constitutional rights equal to the accused and the convicted. My sister, Marsy, was taken from us in 1983 in a senseless act of violence. She was the most amazing person I've ever known. Despite the years, I can still close my eyes and hear her voice. I can see her. Unfortunately, my children will never hear her voice. They will never know the children that she would have had. An entire life path was senselessly cut short. Since Marsy's murder and my family's difficult experience in the years following, we have been engaged in trying to fix the flawed criminal justice system. A system that we all know actually re-victimizes the people that it was designed to originally help. More broadly, we are engaged in trying to fix a system that has lost its sense of protection, a system that has forgotten the entire purpose for its existence. We now realize that the only way our system can be fixed is through the establishment of true, enforceable, constitutional rights for crime victims. More importantly, these must be rights that are equivalent in stature and enforced in the same way and with the same effort that are afforded the accused and the convicted in our system. It is not too much that we ask that Ohio's victims be treated with the basic rights like dignity and respect. Too often, a victim isn't afforded the basic rights in the criminal justice system. Victims aren't given information, notification, or the right to make their voice heard, and that's not right. Together, we are now finally doing something about it. In 2008, we passed Proposition 9, which is Marsy's law expanding the constitutional rights for crime victims in California, adding both standing and significantly enforceability, so that the victims can assert their rights directly to a judge in a case. Since then, we've taken Marsy's law to the voters in Illinois, Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota. I am pleased to state that all of those states now have enforceable constitutional amendments passed. That now means that 1 out of every 5 Americans lives in a state with Marsy's law ensuring that the victim will have strong, enforceable constitutional rights. This year, the Oklahoma legislature passed Marsy's law into the general election of 2018. About 2 weeks ago, the Nevada legislature did the same. Both states' legislatures passed these measures with overwhelming bipartisan support. And right here in Ohio, voters will have the opportunity this November to give crime victims equal constitutional protection. A little known fact here is that I was born in Cincinnati. Today, all over my home state, Marsy's Law volunteers have planned activities in all 88 counties, all with the purpose of raising awareness of what we're doing, standing up for crime victims. From social media posts on YouTube and Twitter to press conferences, and from op-ed submissions to open office discussions about victims' rights, our supporters have chosen to show a level of support that I could not have imagined. I want to take a moment to offer a special thank you to Attorney General Mike DeWine, a longtime leader on the issue of crime victims' rights, and Secretary of State John Husted. Both of their offices have provided us with clear instructions and fair treatment during the procedural stages of our campaign. I join the victims of crime in Ohio in thanking them for their high level of professionalism. I truly appreciate the opportunity to speak here today. It is indeed humbling to be surrounded by so many courageous people that share their stories and so many advocates that truly care about crime victims. I'd like to offer a tremendous thank you to everyone involved in making this happen today. It truly matters a lot to us in the victims' rights community, and specifically for Marsy's Law for Ohio. Thank you very much. God bless.